Sukhi Hotu, and welcome to the Buddhist Mahavira's Facebook live page. We are here for the Dhammadana series, and today we are actually going to explore and understand the last of the Bhojjhangas. We have actually been studying the Bhojjhangas over the last couple of weeks, and as you know, we have already now covered the different aspects of the Bhojjhangas. The first one was mindfulness, sati. Then we had investigation of the nature of reality or the Dhamma Vichaya. Then we had energy, virya, joy or rapture, piti. Then we had relaxation or tranquility, pasadi. Final one, the second last one that we had was concentration or samadhi. And tonight we are going to talk about equanimity or upekkha. And to explain that further, we have with us Bhante Professor Lanagala Siriniwasa, a very learned monk, a very erudite monk with us, and who has also been with us many times here at the Dhammadana series online. And I would gladly now like to invite Bhante to come on to the studio. Good evening, Bhante. Let me just unmute. Sorry, I just said to unmute your mic. Okay, for those of you who are not familiar with Professor Lenagala Srinivasa, let me just quickly read his profile so that you have a better understanding of who Bhante is. Bhante Professor Lenagala Srinivasa Thero is a professor and the Dean of the Faculty of Language Studies at the Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. He holds a bachelor's degree in arts from the University of Kelaniya and is also a Royal Pandit or Oriental Studies from the Oriental Studies Society before completing his master's degree in art at the University of Delhi in India. Professor Lenaga Srinivasa also completed his PhD with a focus study area at the Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi in India. He holds both academic and administrative positions at the Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka, and since 2009 he holds records and contributions to both the university as well as to the country. He is currently the coordinator of the postgraduate studies at the Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka, and also a visiting lecturer at the University of Kelaniya. Bhante has been a lecturer at the Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka from 2012 up to 2015. So without much ado, I would now like to invite Professor Lenage Srinivasa to start this evening's Dhamma sharing. Bhante?
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear brothers and sisters, Dhamma friends, today I am going to explain the Bhojjhanga Upekkha. Upekkha is actually connected to Sanskrit and Pali. This word is in Pali and Sanskrit. The Sanskrit word Upekkha means equanimity, non-attachment, non-discrimination, even mindfulness or letting go. Upa means over and eks means to look. Two words connected as Upekkha. It is in Sanskrit. In Pali, Upekkha. When we climb to a mountain, we can see all the situation around that mountain. So when we have got upeksha, equanimity, we can see in a fair manner all the things in this world, in this universe. After the enlightenment of Buddha, he certainly did not live in a state of indifference. Instead, he spent 45 years actively teaching the Dhamma to others. Buddhist equanimity includes the ability to see everyone as equal. We shed all discrimination and prejudices and remove all boundaries between ourselves and others. In a conflict, even though we are deeply concerned, we remain impartial, able to love and to understand both sides. Equanimity is one of the most sublime emotions of Buddhist practice. It is the ground for wisdom and freedom and the protection of compassion and love. While some may think of equanimity as dry neutrality or cool aloofness, mature equanimity produces radiance and warmth of being. The Buddha described a mind filled with equanimity as abundant, exalted, and also free from all the bondages. It is very important. According to the Buddhism, we have to make our mind free. So becoming attached to our excessively elated with success, praise, fame, or pleasure can be a setup for wonderful. But if it leads to arrogance or to a bad position, what will happen? We have more to move to lots of challenges. We have to face to lots of challenges in this world. If we have peace in our mind, we can overcome all those things. When we consider the real meaning of this great quality, which is teaching in Buddhism, we have got lots of interpretations. In commentaries, I have read the real meaning of this word. Karunupaya kosala parigahita anunaya patigha vidhansane ittha nittesu satta sankaresu sammapavatti upekha parami. When we develop this great Bhojjhanga, this great quality which is leading to the enlightenment, we should have a compassion. And also we have to use a way or method to overcome all of the difficulties in this world. We should remove anger from our mind. If we have got anger in our mind, so we can't develop upekkha. And also it is explaining itta nittesu. Itta and anitta means good and bad. When we live in this society, we will see good people and bad people. And also we will experience good and bad things. We have to be in a middle position in those experiences. Satta sankaresu samappavati. Another two words are there. We have to practice equanimity on the beings, and also we have to practice equanimity towards all the phenomenal things, sometimes even towards the thoughts. We have to observe this great quality, upekkha. It is actually one of the perfections. There are 10 perfections. So Upekkha is one of the perfections. It is very important to increase or develop for the attaining of Buddhahood, Arahanthood. There's another explanation. Majjatta kara pavatti. Lakkhana Upekkha. Majjhattakara Pavatti means practicing middle way is called Upekkha. Majjhat means staying in a middle position. If we can stay in a middle position in political or side, or in economical side, or in social side, uh, in religious side also, so it is very important. If we have got extreme ideas, what will happen to us? There will not be a peace in our mind. If the people in this world have got extreme ideas, well, what will happen to the world? The peace will not be there. They will start to fight. Tatra Majjhattata is another clarification for the Upekkha. Tatra Majjhattata means to stand in the middle. Majjhatta means middle. Majjhima Patipada, the path of the middle. This is very useful to study. We have to stay in a middle position to overcome all the obstacles. In Lomahansa Jataka, there is a very important expression. I have quoted it. Sukha dukkhe tula bhuto yasesu ayasesu cha sabbatta samako homi esa me upekha. Sukha dukkhe tula bhuto, in happiness, in suffering, in both events, I will control my mind. Yasesu ayasesu cha. Sometimes we have got fame. Sometimes people will damage our fame. In those occasions also, we have to control mind. We have to make our mind in a stable position, in the middle position. Sabbatta samakohomi. Bodhisattva Lomahansa said, I will be there in the middle position in every and each moments, each events. Esame Upekkha, this is my equanimity. Actually, this verse can see in the Jataka story named as Lomahansa Jataka. The king Lomahansa was very rich. He gave up everything and roamed with with dirty clothes here and there, village to village, town to town. He traveled. While he was traveling, uh, he entered to a village where the boys are always playing with old people. They make jokes towards them. They attacked. They were fighting with those old people. He entered to that village, and from the beginning, he faced to these kinds of obstacles. Those boys attacked him. When Lomahansa was meditating, they came to him and attacked, and they urinate on his body, and also they laughed and shouted uh, in front of him. They took some sticks and put in to the nose and also into ear. They attacked using those sticks. He observed this great quality, which is called equanimity, Upekkha. He never got angry. He was in patience position. Patiently, he bared all those things. Uh, Seeing this great quality, elders thought this one is a great ascetic. He has got a great quality. He never uh, gets angry. We will check him. We have to check him. Now we will offer him lots of food and clothes. Then we can see his mind after having the gainings. Then they offered lots of food and clothes, various kinds of things. At that time also, he was not that much happy. He didn't care all those things, all those receivings or gainings. He was in a middle position, never got happiness, and also he never got angry. This is actually very important quality. In the world, you see, if we get bad things, what will happen to us? We suffer, we cry, we will live with the sorrowful moments. If someone gets lots of gainings, wealth, various kinds of facilities, powers, or various kinds of ranks in the offices, then they will be proud of those things. They work against toward other people. Therefore, we have to understand living in the middle position is a difficult task. But great people lived in the middle position, like Loma. He had the tolerance. He bared all those obstacles. He was in patience. So every moment, every seconds, he practices this great quality. Actually, this Upekkha is connected to various kinds of sections in Buddhism. Sometimes it is connected to the four sublime status, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekkha. There are four great qualities named as four sublime status. If someone can practice these four kinds of Brahma Viharas, sublime status, he will reach to heaven or Brahma world, and also he will get good birth in this birth cycle, and also he will attain final goal. Metta means loving kindness. This is first one. Karuna means compassion. Mudita means rejoice in the progress of other persons. This quality also very rare in our society. When someone having have got a progress or development or rich positions, others have got jealous. Then they work against to that person. Uh, if someone can get pleasure or rejoice in those positions, development or progress of other people, it is a great quality. Like mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters enjoy with the progress of their family members. This is a very rare quality. Mudita means actually happiness in the progress of other persons. The last one is Upekkha. Upekkha means equanimity. This is actually the middle position of all those things in the world, fame and also various kinds of gainings, blamings and losings are having the people in this society. in those occasions, if someone can protect his mind without damaging or without having sorrowful moments, it is called Upekkha. This Upekkha is in Paramita section. It is explained as Parami, Upaparami, and Paramatta Parami. Parami means if we offer wealth to others, or if we lose our wealth, and if we work against to our brothers and sisters or family members, and also if we help to our brothers and sisters, if we help to the people in our society, if we work against to the people in this society, in these sections, we have to control. Parami means we have to develop our this perfection, great quality in a stable or middle position. It is called Upekkha Parami. Then it becomes Upekkha Upaparami. Upaparami means if someone damage to our body or parts of our body, then we have to bear. And if someone treat to our body, at that time also we have to make our mind in a middle position without having suffering or without having pleasure. We make our mind in the middle position. It is called Upekkha Upaparami. This is connected to the body and the parts of our body. The last one is Paramatta Parami. Paramatta Upekkha Parami. This is actually connected to the life. If we lose our life with the reason of other activities of others, they will kill us. They will uh, destroy our life at that time. Before destroying our life, before killing us, we practice this very, very great Upekkha Paramatta Parami. Upekkha Paramatta Parami. Actually, it is very connected to the bodhisattvas. Normal people can't observe that. Normal people get angry and fight against to them when someone try to kill us. Uh, they will not be in a stable position. They will not bear it. So they try to save their lives. Bodhisattvas don't do like that. They offer their life to them as a parami or perfection. This manner, we have to understand the perfection of Upekkha. And also in Bhojjhanga, there are 7 Bhojjhangas as you have learned. Uh, the last one is Upekkha. We have to observe equanimity to reach to final goal. If we don't have this quality, we can't reach to final goal. This Upekkha Bhojjhanga actually have got 2 sides. One is Laukika Upekkha or mundane or conventional Upekkha. The other one is supramundane Upekkha or Lokottara Upekkha. First one I have already discussed. It is connected to the day-to-day life. The second one is very important. Supramundane Upekkha. We make our mind in neutral position while we are meditating. When we meditate, we have to make our mind in a stable position. We don't go through the thoughts, uh, go through the thoughts which are connected to the cravings. While we are meditating, lots of cravings are coming into the mind. Basically, anger, lust, and also illusion, conceit. These cravings are coming into the mind. At that time, we see the thoughts, we see the cravings, and we let them go out. We don't depend on those thoughts. We think this is a bad thought, this is a craving. It leads us to the bad position. It takes us towards the birth cycle. If I develop this craving, what will happen to me? It may be a cause for the rebirth. Then, understanding the real condition of those thoughts, we give up. We stop growing of those kinds of cravings. In many suttas, it is explaining Arammanesu na nimittaggahi hoti. There are lots of objects are coming into our mind. Even this moment, we are having lots of aims, objects, sensual pleasures. When we see beautiful pictures, then it becomes an object. So we think on that. We develop lust, think it as a beautiful one, attractive one, fascinating one. In this manner, we think. So what will happen to us? Without knowing, we are developing lust. So when we hear attractive sounds, at that time also the lust is developing, increasing. We take it as our own thing. We cling on it. We will have a bondage on it. We will develop a craving. We think it is very attractive. I have to hear it again and again. So it produces the pleasure in my mind. What will happen to us after following that one again and again? We are developing the craving named as lust. So if we hear bad words, what will happen to us? Anger will come into our mind, or illusion will come to our mind. At that time also, we are developing those cravings, anger and illusion. When we taste delicious food, or bitter food, what will happen to us? At that time, lust or anger or illusion will come to us. It means we are developing cravings. Uh, Sometimes we will get very, very comfortable positions for our body. We will sleep on very comfortable mattresses and also carpets and various kinds of very comfortable bed sheets. Oh, we wear very, very soft clothes. At that time, we feel happiness. If we don't have that kind of comfortable things, what will happen to us? It generates anger. We will start to blame to the people who have given us those kinds of uncomfortable facilities. Uh, where if someone goes to a hotel, he first check the bed and other facilities. If they are comfortable, it's okay. He will stay there. If they are not comfortable, they will start to blame to the hotel owners. At that time, we are developing lust, anger, or illusion. In this manner, through the sense organs, it means chakku, sota, ghana, jivha, kaya. There are six kinds of sense organs: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. These are called sense organs. Through these sense organs, we are developing cravings in our day-to-day lives. Think, you are watching television. What are you doing staying in front of the television? You watch teledramas, you watch films, you watch various kinds of sports and musical programs. At that time, you are actually developing cravings. You will develop lust, you will develop anger, or you will develop illusion. We didn't care about this. But in Upekkha Bhojjhanga, it is teaching us we have to be careful about these things. If we don't observe Upekkha or equanimity in those things, we will develop the cravings without knowing. Sometimes we know, but we follow them. As you have heard, lots of facts related to equanimity. Still, you are following the things which are developing cravings. So, what to do? We should not watch television or not. We should not listen to the songs. So we should not taste delicious food. We should not get comfortable things for our body. What is your answer? Answer is there. Though you are having those kinds of pleasurable things, you have to control your mind. While you are watching television, you have to make your mind into middle position, or equanimity or upekkha position. You don't develop cravings after watching those things. While you are watching television, you don't develop cravings. Just watching. Then let them pass. Don't cling uh, on those pictures or photos or persons or songs or various kinds of films, teledramas. Just see. Then you make your mind into equanimity position. Sometimes you will see bad or dangerous things from the television. You don't like to see them, but you can see. Sometimes you don't like to see the politicians who have done bad activities to the country, but they are on the screen. At that time you will get angry. Oh, that person is coming again and again, so he is trying to come again uh, to the rulership or administrative position. So you will start to blame. Sometimes you will have bad thoughts against him. Your mind becomes full of angry. What will happen to us? We will actually decrease from the good qualities. Our mind will be polluted because of that person. We have to be aware of those persons, those objects, those sensual objects. We have to protect our mind. You should think, why I pollute my mind because of other persons? Why I get angry because of other persons? Why I damage to my mind because of other persons and things? Thinking in this manner, you have to make your mind into the equanimity position. I expressed one sentence preached by the Buddha. Arammanesu na nimittaggahi hoti. When we see some objects, we don't take them as aims. Nimitta means aims. Taking those things as aims, we don't develop cravings. How we manage these things? Buddha explained in many places we have to practice insight meditation for the control these bad positions. How we control them? We think they are impermanent, and also we think they are producing full of suffering. Therefore, we count them as our own thing. In Pali, it is explained as anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Anicca means impermanence. Everything is impermanence. In this world, in this universe, even the sun, even the moon also will vanish one day after a few years, after thousands of years. The moon, the sun will be destroyed oneself itself. So no need to talk about other things. Everything in this world is facing to impermanency. So we have to consider it. We have to think about this. Thinking, we stop developing the cravings. At that time, our mind is in the position of equanimity. Considering the things are producing suffering, persons, people, beings are producing suffering, we develop this equanimity. Dukkha, actually, if it is impermanent, it is a cause for the suffering. You know, our family members are having lots of problems. They are having diseases. We are facing to various kinds of difficult moments. They are losing their properties. They are losing their lives. They are losing their family members. At that time, what will happen to us? We cry. Our mind becomes full of suffering. uh, the thing is there, all these things are producing suffering because of the impermanency. Because of impermanency. If everything is impermanent, why we suffer? No use of suffering. Buddha said we have to think in this manner. Even our body will decay and will be damaged in many ways. At that time also we have to make our mind in the position of equanimity. Your hair will lose one day. Your skin will get various kinds of bad positions. Your sense organs will decay, will be weak day by day. At that time, you have to make your mind, this body is impermanent. It is a cause for the suffering. Therefore, I don't cling on it. I don't cling on this body. Thinking this manner, we control our mind, control our thoughts. In the third factor, anatta. Anatta means selfless. If it is impermanent, if it is producing suffering, how we can take it as my one? How can I take it as our own things? Is there a benefit of taking those things as our, my own things? Anicca and dukkha are the main factors in this world. Therefore, I should not take these things, these persons as mine, my persons, my things. Buddha taught us thinking in this manner, we have to practice equanimity. If we practice equanimity in this manner, our mind becomes very, very higher position, very higher position. Our mind will not have more and more sufferings. He will get a clear understanding of the phenomenon things. He will understand the reality of the universe, reality of the world, reality of the life. He will never suffer. As arahants, as Buddhas, they never suffer because they have understood the reality of the universe, reality of the world. Everything is impermanent, and also they are producing the suffering, and we can't take them as our own thing. If we have this position, we can develop our wisdom, panya, vipassana panya. In many suttas, it is explaining. When we reach to this higher position, actually we have to start from the beginning, thinking about the impermanency and suffering and selflessness. We can reach to the insight meditation position. Before that, Buddha said you have to make your mind into a stable position, developing the jhanas or absorptions, meditating on breathing system, meditating on loving kindness, or meditating on such kinds of objects. We can control our mind. We can make our mind in what is called concentrated position. There's the word Upekkha in the fifth jhana and also fourth jhana. There are 5 jhanas, so deep absorptions in Samatha Bhavana section. Patama jhana, first absorption. Dutiya jhana, second absorption. Tatiya jhana, third absorption. Chatutha jhana, fourth absorption. Panchamajjhana, fifth absorption. It is starting vitakka vichara piti sukha ekaggata sahitam patamajjhana. In Abhidhamma, it is explaining. Few components are there related to that first jhana. If someone attain first jhana, he has got vitakka, it means considering and also arguing position in the mind. Vichara means contemplating. Piti means happiness. Sukha and also pleasure. Ekaggata, vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. It means last one, concentration position. These components are there in the first jhana. If someone attain first jhana, these components are there in his mind. Only these components. Others, other thoughts are not arising in his mind. Then in the second one, first word removed, vitakka is not there. only vichara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. These vichara, piti, sukha, ekaggata, 4 components are there. In the third jhana, another one will lose. It means vichara also lose. Piti, sukha, ekaggata. Only 3 components are there in the third jhana. Piti means joy, sukha means happiness, ekaggata means concentration. Now he is in a higher position while he is meditating. He with the third jhana, in his mind he has got pleasure and comfort and also concentration. These 3 components or factors are there in his mind. Then the fourth jhana, deep absorption, what will happen? Sukha ekaggata sahita. He has got only 2 components. It is called sukha means happiness or comfort. Ekaggata means concentration. Comfort and concentration. He will experience a higher comfort by through his thoughts, and in his mind only he has got comfort and also concentration. If you meditate, if you have meditated, you can experience this position. So in the 5th jhana, Upekkha ekaggata, the mind becomes Upekkha. Upekkha means in his mind we can see equanimity, no moving towards the objects, just Upekkha. Concentrated mind is there. Ekaggata is a concentrated mind, and in his mind we can see Upekkha. Buddha explained this 5th jhana is a higher position of the Samatha Bhavana section. Then actually before that, when the mind becomes concentrated and also comfort position, we have to turn our mind into the Vipassana meditation side or insight meditation position, thinking about the 5 aggregates as impermanent, full of suffering and selflessness. We have to develop our wisdom. We have to turn our mind into Vipassana section. Parisuddhe sati chitte pariyodate vigatupa kilese anangane asavakkahe jnanang chittang abhininnape tabbang. When our mind becomes very pure and white and cool position, we have to turn our mind into the Vipassana meditation. Don't stop in jhanas or deep absorptions. Sometimes the meditators are enjoying with samadhi. They live for a long time in that position. They don't try to go ahead. Buddha understood that situation and requested to the disciples, don't stay in that position. You have to move or go ahead. You have to practice Vipassana meditation. This way, Buddha explained, Upekkha is very important in the path to the attainment of final goal or Nibbana. In Indriya Bhavana Sutta, it is explained, there's a way not to develop craving. There's a path. What is that? Upekkha Viharanam. Upekkha Viharanam. Upekkha Viharanam means we have to live in the position of equanimity in every moment, every second. Then we will not develop cravings. If we don't have that position, what will happen to us? We will develop cravings. Upekkha Viharana is very important. When we see beautiful things, when we hear attractive sounds, when we taste delicious food or drinks, when we comfort very pleasurable things, when we enjoy with various kinds of thoughts, we have to observe Upekkha. If we observe Upekkha, our mind become very, very stable position. Mind will be there in the middle path. Majjhima Patipada is actually highlighted by the Buddha in Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta and in other many suttas. This is called Majjhima Patipada. There are lots of things which are caused for the anger in our society. There are lots of things which are developing lust in this society. When we move on the roads, we will see very, very beautiful things. When we see the community or people in our society, there may be very beautiful women, beautiful men. Then our mind moves towards those beautiful persons. Then mind starts to think about those beautiful persons. If I can get this person, oh, it is very good, I can enjoy with him in this manner. uh, Start to think, and if I can get this girl, I can enjoy with this girl, so I can live happily. In this manner, we will see, we will think. If we see beautiful flowers, or we think, oh, that flower is very beautiful, or if I can get it, or I can enjoy well, I can put it in my house, and I can see again and again, I can smell, I can experience the good smell of that flower. So thinking about attractive pictures, figures, we develop cravings. Uh, in Indriya Bhavana Sutta, we can see there was a Brahmin called uh, Parasarya. He taught to the disciples in this manner how to control sense organs. He taught to disciples how to control sense organs. When we see attractive, lustful, beautiful things which are cause for the development of cravings, at that time we have to close our eyes. If we listen beautiful words, beautiful songs which are cause for the developing of lust in our mind, at that time we have to cover our ear, uh, putting our finger inside, or keeping something in the ear, uh, using like earphone. We can control our ear doing this. In this manner, that person taught to his disciples. So one of the disciples of that teacher came to the Buddha and asked, Venerable Sir, my teacher is teaching like this, how to control sense organs. I want to know whether it is correct or not. Buddha's how he teaches, and that disciple explained as I mentioned earlier. Buddha said, if it is so, we can think in this manner. The blind and deaf persons are actually not developing cravings through the eye or ear. They are automatically have stopped developing the cravings through eyes and ears. Do you accept it? He said, Venerable Sir, no, I don't accept. Our teacher is teaching, covering those sense organs, we can control our cravings. Buddha said, no, it is wrong. We can't do it. Closing eyes, how can we go on the roads? And closing our covering our ears, how can we live in the society? There are lots of things which are developing cravings through our eye or ear. This is actually not the answer. I will train you how to do it. When you see attractive things which are cause for the development of the cravings, you have to observe upekkha, equanimity. Don't take it into mind. Don't develop lust using those objects. You make your mind, let them pass. Don't depend on those objects. Uh, and also, when you hear very attractive sounds, at that time also you let them pass. Don't take into the mind and don't depend on the that object. Don't remain those objects in mind. If you remain or if you live with those objects, what will happen to you? Lust or the bad things, if you experience, then anger, and also some delusory or illusory things you experience at that time. Illusion will be there, ignorance will increase. Buddha taught him the real way to controlling sense organs. We also should practice in this manner. We watch televisions, but we don't develop cravings. We listen very attractive musical things or songs or musical sounds, but we let them pass. We don't grow. We experience lots of good facilities with our body, and also we taste delicious food, but we don't cling on those things. For the disciples, Buddha said, when we take food, when we stay, when we use our residences, our houses, when we take medicines, and also when we wear clothes, when we use various kinds of different kinds of clothes, we have to be careful not to develop cravings with those four objects. This is called pachaya. Uh, there are chatupachaya. Chatupachaya means which are very necessary factors to the disciples. Chivara, Pindapata, Senasana, Gilana Pachaya. Chivara means robes for the monks. For the lay people, clothes. When you wear clothes, when you use the clothes, you should not develop lust on those dresses or clothes. You should not develop anger. You should not develop ignorance because of those clothes. If you cling on clothes, what will happen to you? The cravings will increase. And also, there's a story in Jataka story. There was a monk. He had a very valuable robe. He kept it in a cupboard. Then daily he takes it out and rub it, touch it, and thinks this robe is very valuable. So I should not wear it. I have to keep it in the cupboard. Daily he did it in this manner. Finally he passed away. What will happen to him? He got birth in that robe as an insect because of craving. He had a very deep lust for that robe. Then he got birth in that robe as an insect. Buddha knew it and explained to the monks. You have to think about this story. You have to think about this monk. He loved his robe much. Uh, every day he touched his robe, and he passed away finally as a result of his craving, uh, lust. He got birth in the same robe. This is very good example for all the people. We people are always with lust for their houses, for their vehicles, for their lands and many things. If there is that kind of craving, what will happen to us? We will get birth in the same places, same areas. If we get birth in a bad position, such as hungry ghost position, or evil or devil position, what will happen? He will give various kinds of difficulties to the family members. Getting birth as a hungry goat position, he live in that house, in the corner of houses, so in the rooms, in some places around his house, he will live, because he loves to those things, houses, vehicles, and persons. Uh, if he is good, no problem. If he is in a bad position, if he lives with anger, these people are using my properties, they don't remind me, they don't transfer merits to us, so I have to follow the revenge for them. I have to punish them. I will produce various kinds of diseases to them. I will make accidents to them. So he will do these kinds of activities. He he works against to them. See, the lust, the anger are very bad. These cravings are producing various kinds of bad results. Buddha wanted to explain his disciples, when we use clothes, when we use our food, when we take medicines, when we live in our shelters, residences, we have to be careful not to have cravings without having bondage. There are some monks also, they don't like to leave the temples. They stay in those temples without going anywhere, because if he goes to any other place, he will lose the temple. Other monks will take the temple into their hand. They will take the control or administration into their hand. Therefore, they don't go anywhere. They live in those temples without moving anywhere, with cravings, with lust. Buddha said, we should not follow like that. We should not have that kind of stable or permanent places. We have to move here and there. We have to preach Dhamma to disciples. Wherever we move, if there's a place which is suitable to live, we can choose to stay there at night and day and night. So no need to cling on those senasana. Senasana means temples, monasteries. There are forest monasteries, there are temples in Sri Lanka and in other countries. So there's advice from the Buddha. You should not cling on those things. You make your mind, you control your mind. You have to make mind into the equanimity position. Upekkha viharanam. Upekkha viharana is very, very useful, very, very important fact to attain the final goal. If we don't have this position, we will develop cravings again and again in a non-stop manner or continuously. It is better to control while we are staying in our society in a conventional manner. Also, it is very useful when you live in the family. When you spend your lay life, you can practice equanimity. People are blaming to us, people are damaging our things, people are criticizing us, and also we are losing lots of things day by day. Sometimes we are going ahead, developing day by day, and we are recovering. We If we have got diseases, we can recover. Then we should not consider about these things as a cause for the proud or for the development of cravings. We have to observe equanimity. If we observe equanimity, it is very, very useful thing to live in our society in the peaceful manner. Peace will be there in the family. If all the family members are having equanimity, they don't blame each other, they don't suffer each other, they are always in a middle position. Here I would like to ask one question. If you have observed equanimity, should not you laugh? Should not you stay in a pleasurable position? You will answer, it is difficult. It is difficult. We have to enjoy in our life. We have to live with other people happily. So, if we have observed equanimity, our face will become like bad face or very, very fade one. So no crying, no laughing, no talking much. But this face is very attractive. His mind is very pure. His his face is shining than before, because you have controlled anger, you have controlled lust, you have controlled ignorance. So you are happy. Uh, think about the face of Buddhas and think about face of the Arahants. As we have heard, they are very, very happy. When the people, disciples see their faces, they think, oh, I have never seen that kind of attractive face in this world. Some disciples appreciated the face of Buddha, very peaceful, very calm. When we see the statues of the Buddha, images of the Buddha, you can experience this position. Buddha is in equanimity position. He is not laughing. He is not having the suffering, but he is in the middle position. His face is very calm. His face is in peaceful manner. Sometimes we see he's look like laughing one, but he is not laughing. When the Buddha laugh, only the end of the teeth can see. The face is little bit blooming. So in suttas, it is explained in this manner. It is called hasita. Buddha has shown his face as a peaceful manner. In the same manner, we have to observe the equanimity. We are very, very pleasant persons. We don't have anger. We don't have conceit. We don't have jealous. We are always full of happy, but not solving it. There's very important another fact Buddha taught us. Ariyova tunhi bhavo. When we observe equanimity, it is better to observe noble silence. Ariyova tunhi bhavo. Noble silence. He is not talking much, but he is talk. He is communicating with other persons. Friendly communicate. Uh, communicate with the peaceful manner. He live with other people in a peaceful manner. He talk not much. It is called Ariyova Tunhi Bhava. Mostly he is talking about the Dhamma factors. He is not talking the things which are caused for the development of cravings, such as stories of the kings and also thieves. There are various kinds of, especially 32 talks which are not to be spoken. Rajakatha, Chorakatha, Itthikatha, Purisakatha, Amachakatha, etc. We should not talk about the women, we should not talk about the men, about their beautiness or about their bad positions. We should not talk. If we talk in that manner, the cravings will be increased. Buddha wanted his disciples not to increase cravings, not to develop cravings. Therefore, he always guided the people, guided the disciples, protect their minds. Protecting our mind is a way to lead to the final emancipation, final goal, Satipatthana. In Satipatthana, it is explaining very well. In Satta Bhojjhanga Dhamma, or seven kinds of factors which are caused for the enlightenment, are very necessary factors. These are connected to the 35 factors, no, 37 factors for the attainment of Buddhahood or Arahanthood. There are 37 factors which are called Satta Tinsa Bodhipakkhya Dhamma. Satta Tinsa Bodhipakkhya Dhamma. Chattaro Satipatthana, four Satipatthanas are there. And also Chattaro Iddipada, four Iddipadas are there. Satta Bhojjhangas, seven Bhojjhanga, Sapta Bhojjhanga, seven factors which are related to the attainment of enlightenment. Satta Bhojjhanga also they are in that 37 limbs. And also Pancha Indriya, Pancha Bala, Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya are called as Panchendriya, and also using the name Bala, Pancha Bala, it has given the same factors. Aryo Attangiko Maggo, Noble Eightfold Path also are in that 37 limbs. And also Chattaro Sammapadana, four kinds of great efforts are there. They are also in the 37 limbs. In this manner, Buddha explained there are 37 factors which are very, very connected to the final goal. If someone develops these 37 factors, it is sure, 100% sure, he will reach to the Nibbana or final goal. When we consider about perfections, actually Buddha said 10 perfections are necessary factors for the attainment enlightenment. then you will think why the 10 perfections are not included in these 37 factors. Actually, these 37 factors are enough for the attainment of the enlightenment. Those 10 perfections also included in those 37. uh, 10 perfections also there. That is why it is not included. Uh, the bodhisattvas are developing 30 paramitas, uh, 10 paramita, 10 upaparamita, 10 paramatta paramita. Then 30 paramitas are there for the bodhisattvas. The second Buddhahood, for the second Buddhahood, uh, they have to practice paramita and upaparamita. There are two sections. And also for the Buddhahood, these three should be practiced. Arahanthood, the 10 paramitas are enough. All the disciples must practice 10 perfections, dana, sila, nekkamma, and other paramitas, perfections. Upekkha is very, very important quality or practice uh, for all these limbs or connections. All these factors are connected to Upekkha. If we don't have Upekkha, we can't offer dana. We can't practice the charity works. Upekkha must be there. Upekkha is connected to the compassion. Upekkha is connected to the tolerance. Upekkha is connected to the loving kindness. So when we think about Upekkha or equanimity, it is connected to all the basic teachings of the Buddha. Some disciples are there, they don't have this Upekkha. They are always following the extreme factors. They think they are the super powerful superhuman beings. They are having much wealth. They are having lots of facilities, and they have got fame than others. In this manner, they think. Thinking in this manner, uh, uh, they don't care other people. They blame to other people, they criticize other people. If they have equanimity, they will not do like this, they don't do like this. Equanimity is very, very necessary factor to help to other persons, to practice the generosity or charity, and also to live peacefully. So I have to wind up this speech saying like this: the 7 kinds of Bhojjhangas are very important for the attainment of the Buddhahood. If you don't practice these 7 kinds of Bhojjhangas, you will never attain Arahanthood. You will never attain Nibbana. Therefore, remember these factors are very useful for your path for your path to the liberation, to attain the final goal. Say in this, I will wind up my speech. May you all attain Nibbana. Thank you for inviting for this Dhamma talk. Especially my gratitude goes towards the brother Leslie and also Bhante Vinita, and also Chief Incumbent Buddhist Mahavihara, Venerable Nayaka Thera, and other monks in Brickfield Buddhist Mahavihara, and other devotees also actually so helpful to us. They have helped us in many times. So say in thanks and transferring merits to all of these persons and brothers and sisters, I would like to stop my Dhamma talk. Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. May you live happily and peacefully and free from all of these diseases such as COVID and dengue and various kinds of serious diseases. And I will transfer the merits to departed ones. You have observed or accumulated lots of merits hearing this Dhamma talk, and you have earned lots of merits. You can transfer these merits to your departed ones. May all those departed ones get good births. May they live in a happy and prosperous manner. May they free from all the obstacles and also sufferings. May all these departed ones attain Nibbana as a final goal. Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you for the very interesting
Okay, thank you.
discourse for the last, I think, 1 hour 20 minutes. Bhante, you took to explain Upekkha, and I think it's you have covered a very wide spectrum on the
Yes,
subject of Upekkha. I think we never expected that, because you also spoke how it's related to other factors of enlightenment like the paramitas as well as the Bhojjhangas. So, Bhante, you've also done the Anumodana. So, we have now come to the end of this evening's Dhamma sharing. And on behalf of the Committee of Management and the monks of the Buddhist Mahavihara, as well as for the sponsors, as well as to all the viewers and listeners and Dhamma friends of the BMV Dhammadana series, let me take this opportunity to thank you for coming onto our show and delivering a very excellent Dhamma sermon. And we look forward to your continued participation on our Dhammadana series, Bhante.
thank you very much. Thank you. See you
Good night.
again.
Good night.
Okay, bless of triple gems.
Sir.
Okay.